Taking any shape on your belly here that works for you in this moment. You can make a pillow with your hands. Maybe you windshield wiper your feet. Just allow yourself to give in. If you want to just have your forehead or a cheek on the mat, that is an option as well. Just take maybe a couple deep breaths in. You might even sigh them out. Right now is a very, very fiery time of year in more ways than one. In Ayurveda, summer is Pitta season. And Pitta has fire, but it also has water, and the water acts as a container. Unfortunately for us here in the desert right now, we're generally used to having monsoons, which that water becomes the container to help with the fire. But we haven't had much of that water, so the fire is burning rather hot. Tonight we might take it even slower than usual, adding a bit more yin. Using our breath. Take a few more breaths here. Feeling your back body lift and expand. The exhale, settling your front body just a little deeper into the earth. You might notice that this helps to create a little extra space in your neck and shoulders. You might take time setting an intention for your practice, a word, a phrase. Sometimes if I'm unsure of an intention, I just allow myself to just be. You don't have to do anything more than just be as you are right now. Take another breath in, filling up. Exhale, sigh it out. Another breath in, really fill it up. Let it go. Bring your forehead onto the mat. Third eye connecting to the earth, and just gently rock side to side. Nice and slow here. Ironing out the space along your eyebrows. If you're like me, maybe you wrinkle your forehead. Moving like this also helps to begin to get into the neck, the shoulders. Just gently move side to side. You might even feel as if it's a sensation like waves moving your body. You might even begin to feel some opening in your ribs as you shift your weight side to side through your torso. Little fascia release there. Couple more rounds. Bring your forehead back through center. Keep that third eye connected to the earth. Extend your right arm straight out from your body, out to the side. Left hand comes onto the mat, and just pause here for a moment. Observe how this feels. Keep your palm glued to the earth. You might move your hand up towards your head or maybe down towards your legs, but keep it reaching out towards the side, just subtle movements. You might crawl through those right fingers just a little more, reaching. Take a breath. Exhale. Right cheek comes onto the mat. Use that left hand to press you over onto the right side of your body. That right arm is still extended. Keeping your head nice and heavy on the mat. Breathe here. Connecting into the front of your chest and that right bicep, the right pec muscle. And take a breath in. Exhale. Slowly come back through center here. Forehead connects back onto the mat. Extend your left arm straight out, palm facing down. That right hand comes underneath your shoulder. Pause here. Allow your body to soften into the earth and gravity. Maybe reach a little more through your fingers. And breath in, and breath out. Left cheek comes onto the mat this time. Left arm stays extended. Gently press your way onto the left side of your body. And you might observe differences here. It's okay. Honor them. Breathing into that arm. Any tightness that you might feel. Breath in. Breath out. Slowly come back through center. Forehead comes to the mat. Both hands under your shoulders. Press your way back into a child's pose. Keep your knees, your toes together. Hips really sink back onto your heels. And then waterfall your torso over your thighs. Forehead comes down. You might bring your hands just next to your knees. Taking this a little different. And you can adjust, maybe come back. You start stretching into your wrists, your forearms. Continue to allow your breath to flow in, to flow out. Take another breath here. Then slowly and gently reach your hands back for your heels. Make a connection. Really feel your shoulders, your arms melt open. Giving in to gravity. Breath in, breath out. And slowly begin to walk forward. Bring yourself up into tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Spread your fingers wide here. Shrug shoulders down away from your ears. Look slightly forward, nice long spine. Really engage that low belly and then drop it towards the earth. Press your heart forward, lift your head for cow. Exhale, chin to chest, round the spine. Press the earth away for cat. Inhale, shift forward, cow. Exhale, round for cat. Move with your breath. Keeping the space between neck and shoulders as you move. You might even begin to add side to side movement, head and neck rolls. Move as slowly or as quickly as you would like. You still have time. There's no rush here. Slowly begin making your way back to your tabletop position. Keep your hips over your knees. Really plant the tops of your feet onto the mat. Walk your hands forward. Come into a melting heart, Anahatasana. Your head may or may not touch down. Wherever you are, maybe you actively rotate your armpits toward one another. Feeling the space across the top of your shoulders. Maybe some stretch down into your biceps. Continue to breathe. Breath in and breath out. Slowly and gently walk your hands back underneath your shoulders here. Take a cat. And then come back through center. Extend your right leg behind you. Press the ball of the foot into the mat. Really reach through that heel, activating your leg here. Feeling stretch. If it feels better to shift back and forth, that is an option for you as well. I'm just here for possibility and suggestion. This is your time and space. Shifting forward, inhale, lift that right foot up, hip height. And then bend the knee and then begin to reach it towards that right shoulder. And extend your leg back behind you. Bring your knee towards your shoulder. Extend it back. Take this for 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee by that shoulder. Extend the leg back. Cross it over and touch it down. Opposite side. Look over your shoulder. Look to your heel. Stretching here. And take a breath in. Exhale. Inhale, that leg floats back through center and set your knee down. This time, extend your left leg behind you. Press the ball of the foot into the mat. Really reach through that heel. You can shift your weight if that's calling to you. Activating that leg. This is kind of like wringing it out so that we can allow more blood flow to come in. Shift it forward, float that left foot up, hip height. Keep that low belly nice and engaged. Then bring that knee out to the side and up to your shoulder. Extend it long behind you. Knee to your shoulder. Extend behind. For 3, 2, And one. Extend that leg nice and long. Cross it all the way over. Look over your shoulder at that heel. Breathe into your side body. Breath in and breath out. Inhale, bring it back through center, and then settle that knee down. Hands are planted, tuck your toes. Hover your knees off the mat just a little, activating your core. Take a breath. Exhale, down dog. Hips reach up and back. You might pedal your feet. Finding some more movement here. Continue to connect in with breath. Might nod your head yes, shake it no. And then coming to stillness. Allow your heels to melt towards the earth. Bend your knees. Really lift your hips up. Press your belly to your thighs. Look behind you. Deep breath in. Exhale. Look to your hands. Slowly walk your hands to the top of the mat. Fingers on shins. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it forward here. You can allow your hands to dangle. Maybe the backs of your hands come on the mat. Once again, you might play with nodding your head yes, shaking it no. You might even open and close your mouth. Stick your tongue out. You might even really squeeze your face tight and then allow it to release. Not only can no one see you because you're in a forward fold, you're also at home. Take a breath in, exhale. Inhale, slinky roll and rise. Rising up one vertebrae at a time, fingers reach wide and tall. Maybe look to your thumbs. And exhale, hands down to your heart, Samastitihi. Take a breath here and a breath out. Inhale, fingers reach nice and tall. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant hands, step back to your high plank. Maybe you lower your knees for this first one. Pause here. Feeling shoulders spread wide, take a breath and exhale, slowly release down. Inhale, gentle cobra. Exhale down. Inhale, gentle cobra. Exhale down. Inhale, gentle cobra. Feet are glued to the mat, using your shoulders here. Upper back doing the work. Take a breath. Exhale, release it down. Press your way back, down dog. Taking a breath here to reset. And then look to your hands. Slowly walk your feet top of the mat. Halfway lift, fold. Inhale, slinky roll and rise. Fingers reach wide and tall. Exhale, swan dive it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, high plank. Maybe this time you keep knees lifted. Maybe they're lowered, it's all good. Take a breath, exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Inhale, gentle cobra. And exhale, down dog. Take a breath here, breath out. Look to your hands, step your feet to the top of the mat. One more sun A, halfway lift. fold. Inhale, slinky roll and rise. One vertebrae at a time, fingers reach wide and tall. This time at the top, take that right hand on your left wrist, fountain up and over. Side body stretch. Breathe between the space in each rib. Inhale, rise through center. And exhale, left hand, right wrist, fountain to the left. Breathe into your side body. Inhale, rise, center. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, step back, high plank. This time you can take your flow, any option that you would like. Maybe you hang out in high plank and then shift back to down dog. Lots of options here. When you arrive in your down dog, we're going to take 5 breaths. You have the option to reset right here or take rest in child's pose. Connecting with your breath, maybe observing your intention once again. Meeting back up in down dog. Use your right hamstring. Inhale, your right leg floats up. Reach that heel behind you. Inhale, reach just a bit more. And then exhale, knee to nose. Step your foot between your hands. And just pause here. You might shift your weight back and forth. Maybe it feels really good to just drop your hips down, getting into the front of that left hip flexor. Breathing here. Take another breath in. On your exhale, really plant that left hand and inhale, twist it open. Right fingers reach to the sky. Right thumb over the nose. This might be enough for you right here. Maybe you take that right hand and tuck it down around under your low back or come all the way around to that hip crease. Allowing your heart to melt open to the sky. Inhale, reach those right fingers to the sky. Exhale, that right hand comes down. You're gonna walk your hands all the way in between your feet. So your toes, both big toes face the long edge of the mat. Halfway lift, exhale, fold, wide-legged fold. You can keep your hands on the mat or bring them to your ankles. Peace fingers on big toes. You might allow your hips to shift forward in line with your ankles here as well. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, you're gonna walk your hands all the way back to frame that left foot. So you're gonna face the back of your mat. It's okay, you can still hear me. Bend that front knee, drop the back knee. Fingers stay on the mat for a moment. Notice your low lunge. And when you are ready, add on. Hands can come to your knee, arms can lift. Breathe into the front of that right thigh. Taking a breath here. Exhale. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, plant hands, step back to your high plank. Take a flow, or go straight to down dog. All right, we are still facing the back edge of our mat. Use your inhale, that left leg floats, reach that heel back. Lots of length here. Take a breath and exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Fingers stay planted, just gently shift your weight back and forth. You can hang out in stillness, dropping those hips down nice and low. Taking a breath, exhale, right hand plants this time. Inhale, twist it open, left fingers to the sky. Thumb is lined up over your nose. Maybe you're ready to take that left hand towards your low back or all the way around for the hip crease, deepening the twist. And take a breath. Reach those fingers to the sky. Exhale, hands are going to walk all the way back between your feet. Toes face the long edge of the mat. Halfway lift. Fold, coming into that Prasarita. Feeling your sits bones spreading wide. And this time, maybe you walk your hands between your legs. Keeping shoulders, giving space between shoulders and ears. And then inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Walk your hands back to frame that front foot, that right foot. Drop the back knee. Pause here, fingers on the mat. When you are ready, add on. Maybe hands come to your knee or arms can lift. Breathing into the front of that left thigh. Take a breath in. Stay for the breath out. Inhale through center. Exhale, hands come down. Step back to your high plank. Take your flow or go straight to down dog. And when you get there, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Playing with a bit of flow here. Inhale, your right foot rises. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Reach your heart forward, left hand plants, twist it open. Take a breath. Exhale. Hands come down in between your feet, toes turn to the long edge, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands to the back of the mat, drop that back knee. Maybe your arms lift, low lunge. Take a breath. Exhale, hands come down, step back, high plank. Choose your flow or go straight to down dog. Left leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Heart reaches forward. Plant that right hand. Inhale, twist it open, reach. Exhale, hand comes down. Walk between your feet, halfway lift. Fold here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk hands to frame that front foot, that right foot. Drop the left knee. Maybe your arms lift for your low lunge. Exhale, hands come down. Step back, high plank. Choose your flow or go straight to down dog. Pausing here, 5 breaths. And take a breath in. Exhale. Look to your hands, step or walk your feet, top the mat, halfway lift. Fold. Inhale, slinky roll and rise. Fingers reach wide and tall. Look to your thumb. And exhale, hands, heart center, Samasthiti. Take a moment here, connect to your feet. Allow your shoulders to settle down away from your ears. Shift your weight into that right foot, come light on the left toes. Maybe you turn that knee out to the side. And begin to move into your variation of Vrikshasana or tree pose. That left foot might come to the inside of the right ankle. Maybe it comes to the calf or all the way up inside the thigh. Just avoid your knee joint. We want it to keep moving forward and back, not side to side. Really pressing into that foot. Feel the crown of your head reach nice and tall. When you're ready, you might even lift your hands. You can always take cactus arms, eagle arms. Be creative. And take a breath. Exhale, release it down. Shake it out. Nice work. All right. Feet root down. Inhale. Arms lift. And exhale, hands heart center. Samatitihi. Feel your feet connected. Crown of head reaching nice and tall. Weight comes into the left foot, light on the right toes. Turn your knee out to the side. And when you're ready, float your foot to the inside of that left leg, avoiding your knee joints. And when you're ready, maybe you float your hand, picking any variation that you might want or need tonight. Continuing to keep in mind, it's your time, your space. You can play. Taking a breath here. Exhale, slowly release it down, shake it out. Nice work. All right, time for some super melty stuff. So inhale, reach your fingers nice and tall. And then exhale, fold it. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen the spine. On your exhale, begin to sink your hips, come up onto the balls of your feet. Melt your heels down. Stretching into your Achilles, the arches, even the toes. You can stay here with your fingers on the floor. You can always cross your arms in front of you. You can hug your knees, or if you'd like to come up into that toe stand all the way up here, that is an option as well. Wherever you find yourself, allow your Achilles to melt down just a little more. And take a breath in. Exhale, begin to send your hips up, heels release down, walk your feet out, mat width distance. Have your toes in, heels out here. Just fold for a minute. You might even shimmy your hips. And then turning your heels in and toes out, begin to sink your hips down, coming into a malasana or yogi squat. Hands come into prayer. Elbows press to the inside of your knees. And your heels might be lifted. You might be up here. It's all good. Breathing into your hips here. Might allow your pelvic floor to relax. The inside and outside of your thighs. And take a breath in. Exhale. Fingers return to the earth. Gently send your hips to the sky. And once again, toes in, heels out. Hold it forward. You might even pedal your feet. Just release that. Inhale, halfway lift. Walk your feet back underneath your hips. Hold it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, step that left foot back. Pivot your heel down. And then inhale, rise, warrior one. Pressing through the outer edge of that foot, reaching your heart forward. Breathing, notice the outside of that left leg. Take a breath. On the exhale, bring that left hand down, plant it, straighten that front leg. This is a great place to grab your block to bring the floor closer. And then you're gonna inhale, twist it open, find a revolved triangle. Continuing to stretch the outside of the leg. Right thumb over the nose. Take a breath, exhale, twist. And then bring your hand down inside of that right foot, pivot onto the ball of the back, drop the knee, untuck the toes, walk that right foot to the outer edge of your mat. Pause here and then roll onto the outer edge of your foot. Toes are flexed, finding a lizard pose. Option to stay right here. Maybe you add crooked monkey, pressing that right hand into your thigh. Opening it up. Slowly and gently come back through center. And then decide, would you like to take this lizard pose deeper? Maybe bringing forearms down onto a block or to the floor. If you'd like to take this all the way into half pigeon, walking that right foot across, ankle coming behind left wrist. If you take that option, often we want to roll onto that right hip. Can you bring that left hip more towards the mat? Sit up nice and tall here. Keep that left foot glued. Now, this might be enough, and that is okay. Maybe you begin to fold down. Keep the length in your spine. Settling in here to your half pigeon, your hip opener. Allowing your breath to flow. Staying present just as you are for a few more breaths. And take a breath in. Stay for the breath out. Slowly and gently begin to just press your way up. And then you're going to come onto your right hip. You're going to swing that left leg all the way around. Setting up for a Gomukhasana. So your right leg will be on the bottom, left leg on the top. Knees might be in line. Grab your strap here. Strap in the left hand, dangle it down your back. Right hand comes around and under. Make the connection with the strap and then walk your hands toward one another. You can sit up nice and tall. This might be enough. If you'd like more sensation, you might begin to lean forward, folding over the legs. Staying present. And take a breath in. Stay for the breath out. Slowly and gently set that strap to the side. Unwind, taking that left leg all the way around behind you. Slowly and gently make your way back to a downward facing dog. Take any movement that you need to release. That might include pedaling your feet. Maybe you press into that right heel. Maybe you take some leg circles or ankle circles. And look to your hands, step your feet top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, step that right foot behind you. Pivot the heel down, and then rise up, warrior one. Pressing into the outer edge of that foot, heart reaching forward. Noticing the outer edge of that right leg. Take a breath, and on the exhale, that right hand comes down to the floor, to a block, whatever that looks like. Extend that right or that left leg, straighten the knee, and then twist it open, revolve triangle. Thumb is over the nose. Press that left hip back slightly. Lots of length here, reach to the crown of your head. And take a breath. And on the exhale, that left hand comes down inside that left foot. Pivot onto the ball of the right foot, dropping that back knee. Walk the left foot to the outer edge of the mat. Just pause here for a moment. And flex your toes, roll onto the outer edge of that left foot. Breathing into your hip. You can add the twist if you would like. An option, not a command. And take a breath and slowly come back through center and decide, would you like to bring forearms down to a block or to the floor? Maybe you walk that left foot all the way across, coming into a half pigeon. If you come into that half pigeon, you might notice you want to lean onto that left hip. See if you can't bring that right hip point back towards the mat. You'll probably feel stronger sensation in that left hip as long as there's no sharp shooting pain in your knee. Sitting up nice and tall, maybe you stay here or bring forearms down to a block or fold all the way down. Finding your edge, your hip opener here. Connect to your breath. Breathing just a little deeper, just a little slower. And take a couple more breaths, just as you are. And slowly and gently begin to press your torso up. And now come to sit on that left hip. And bring that right leg all the way around. Whatever your transition looks like, it's okay. Maybe your knees line up, maybe not. Grabbing that strap. Strap in the right hand, dangle it down your back. Left hand comes down and around, make the connection. Walk your hands toward one another. You might sit up nice and tall here and then fold. Maybe you stay upright, it's all good. Breathing just as you are. Feeling your breath, nice and slow. And if it feels like it's become short and fast, you might back out of wherever you are just a little. We can use our breath as our guide. Know where we're at in our practice, how our body is doing. We can take this practice with us off the mat as well. And take another breath in. Exhale. Slowly and gently releasing the strap, set it to the side. Just unwind your legs here. Take a moment, taking some windshield wipers. And then extend your legs nice and long in front, removing any flesh from your sits bones. Flex your toes and almost reach your pinky toes back towards your face. So you're really activating those inner thighs. And then inhale, reach your fingers nice and tall to the sky. Exhale, hinge and fold. Paschimottanasana. And take a breath in. And take your breath out. Inhale, slowly rise it up and grab your block wherever it might be. You're going to set it up here. So when you recline back, it's going to come between your shoulder blades for a supported fish pose. So you'll come back here. And you might need a second block or a pillow to support your head. You can just recline back on your block or your pillow or your bolster, whatever you have. You can also just recline on the floor. It's all good. Once you find your way there, maybe you have your knees bent, legs might be extended. Close your eyes. Feeling your breath flow in through your nose, through your throat, and past your heart, filling your lungs and your belly. And the exhale, flowing back out just as it came. And as you breathe, filling your lungs, feeling them expand. You might also notice a green light in your heart space. And every time you breathe in, that light grows just a little brighter. And every time you breathe out, you might feel yourself release just a little more tension or anything that feels as if it's no longer yours, that's no longer serving you. Breathing in, feel the light grow. Breathing out, releasing what's no longer yours. And take about 8 more nice deep breaths here. Filling up, letting go. Take a breath in. Exhale. And slowly and gently roll to one side or the other. Gently remove the block, setting it to the side, coming down fully onto your back. You might gently windshield wiper your knees here. Just windshield, nice and slow. Releasing. And hugging your knees into your chest. You might rock back and forth, massaging just a little more. And then arms come open to a T. Take a breath and exhale. Drop knees to the right. Find a twist. Press through the left shoulder. Inhale, knees through center. And exhale, drop them to the left. Press through the right shoulder. Inhale, knees through center. Release into a Supta Baddha Konasana. One hand comes to your heart, one hand to your belly. Your soles feet together. Connecting back in with your intention. Take one last deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Slowly and gently make your way into your final resting shape, whatever that happens to look like for you today in this moment. Allowing your back body to melt into gravity. Front body flowing loose like water. Feeling your breath soften. Becoming even more. Maybe you become aware, more aware of that green light in your heart space. And as you breathe in, you feel that light radiate throughout your body, your unconditional love. Feeling it filling you up until it expands and grows so much. It begins to overflow, spreads around you. Just sharing pure unconditional love in the world. allow yourself to take rest right here, bathed in that beautiful green light. Savasana. Slowly and gently bring your awareness back to the space, wiggling fingers and toes, finding wrist circles and ankle circles. Nod your head side to side. Find a full awakening body stretch. Fingers and toes reach long. Gently rolling onto whichever side of your body is calling to you. Pause in the fetal position. And just take one more moment for yourself. Slowly and gently press your way up to a comfortable seat, to the top of your mat, hands coming to Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Keeping eyes closed. It's truly my honor to be here with you this evening, and I deeply thank you for your trust in allowing me to guide you through your practice. I'd like to seal in our time together with the sound of one Om. You can join in or just listen. Emptying your exhale and inhaling. Thumbs raised to your third eye center. The inner light that is within me sees and deeply honors that same inner light within each of you. Many blessings and much gratitude. Together we bow in peace and honor of ourselves, each other, and this practice. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for being here.